Well, time to feed Big Ounce to these foxes. Oh my gosh, there's a bird in here. Look at this little fella. Goodbye, Gustavo. See how the food comes down his throat? Watch out, Remington. What? Okay, so she got her rat. There's 50 up here. I have a box of 3 foxes. Come on, buddy. Good morning, everybody. Today is the big day. I have Biggerton Ouncerton here. We just woke up. And today's the day that I finally moved the foxes into the big enclosure. Now, Big Ounce here built that whole fox enclosure all by himself. So I'm going to go out and show you guys his craftsmanship. And I think he did an amazing job. We're thawing out these humanely euthanized mice so the foxes can try some real food. Good morning, Patrick. But here it is, you guys. Check it out. We finished this at 2 a.m. last night and Patrick kept getting in the way. Oh my gosh, there's a bird in here. There's a bird in here. What is this? What is this little thing? Oh my gosh, look, what is this? Patrick, did you find a burb? We left the gate open last night, and I think this is a whippoorwill. Either that or a nighthawk. You have to be really careful when you're holding these guys. Wow, you guys, look, a nighthawk got in here somehow. I guess we just left the gate open. It might have been looking for little tiny crickets or something that were in the mulch. This is so cute. Look at him, you guys. And we now have our very own whippoorwill. You guys, oh, there he goes. Wow, look at this, you guys. That is so cool. I guess he got in here and then he wasn't able to fly back out.
But here's a mini creature feature. These guys are closely related to owls, and they have really similar plumage to owls that helps them blend in with any kind of surrounding. They are crepuscular insectivores, so they only eat flying insects. And apparently after they're done mating, they travel all the way down to South America.
Now, I don't have all of my migratory bird permits yet, so I can't, yeah, see, he can't get out, you guys. Look at this, you guys. He doesn't know how to get out of here. I'm probably just gonna have to grab him. Judging from the lighter coloration on his feathers, I think he's a nighthawk. Wow, he's so friendly, you guys. Even Patrick likes him. Wow, okay, look. Oh, man. We can't have him in here when we bring the foxes in here. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. The door's right there. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, there he goes. Look at that. Right off the bat, this video's off to a great start. We caught a nighthawk. But enough of that cringe bird. Take a look at this, you guys. Big Ounce and I did this all by ourselves. And this is going to be a perfect little place for the foxes to run around and get enrichment in. The entire roof is now double fortified and covered with the shade cloth. Maya Higgis sent me a link to that on Amazon. Thank you, Maya. And after the little rats that are thawing in my sink are done, look at this little man. He loves to just jump on me for some reason. See, Patrick does this little jump thing on me, and it doesn't really hurt when he jumps on me, but it hurts when he steps on my feet because he's got these really sharp little hooves. But all right, everybody, time to get the foxes. But before we grab the foxes, I'm going to show you guys me feeding this new hay bale to these little clappies. And for some reason, Remington's hanging out with these guys in here now. But take a look at this, you guys. Kumala and GORTS are my 2 favorite clappies now because they let me pet them whenever I want. Look at this little fella. And somebody in the comments brought this to my attention, but Kumala was the one that I took care of in the infirmary after he got injured by Sylvester. You guys remember when he had that big gash on his side that I sprayed with the blue coat? You can still see. So that's probably the reason more than anything why he's so friendly. Look at, and also look how friendly they are with new Remington. But while they're distracted by that, I'm going to go ahead and drain their water. Oh, watch out, Remington. You're in for a brutal surprise. Watch out, Remington. Wow. Now we're getting into a real Texas summer, you guys. Look at this. The only places with thriving greenery are the places that have weeds or Bermuda grass. Look at how my little Pog put his bones on the trampoline. Where's your sister, Pog? Queeb! Get over here, Queeb. Wow. I sure do love this little creature. Because this time of year the grass dies out, I'm going to start running the sprinklers more often. And I'm going to start supplementing their diet with hay. Having said that, the grass around the pond is still very green and fresh. So I keep these guys in here. And they still have tons of food to eat between here and the pond. And Queen and Billie Eyelash are now completely socialized. And neither one of them are scared of each other now. Which means that we'll be able to let these guys run around in free range again pretty soon. Whoa, is that Homelander? Today's also the big day that I let all the homing pigeons go. You're free! All these boys are free to fly around the property as they please and come back and go. Look, guys, this is Geronimo. And that's Jabringlebones. Okay, guys, come on out. I thought I felt something wet land on me. This is where all the pigeons have been, you guys. Take a look at that. Oh my gosh, there's 50 up here. The fact that our little pidgeys can just fly around and live in the trees and stay safe from the birds, it's quite amazing. Also, I put all this bamboo up on these enclosures so we can have wildlife in here. We'll be rehoming a lot of these chickens soon, and then I'm going to put some mesh on the bottom in here. And then this will be a perfect enclosure for raccoons or whatever other species we get. And we've got 3 of these. And they all have nice visual barriers so that the animals can't see outside. But all right, enough horsing around. Time to scare these foxes into their little kennel. And look at this, guys. You see how much more scared they are of me than they were before? That's a good thing. Now they don't run up to me and lick me anymore. Okay, the goal is going to be to scare them into this kennel and then close it up. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Yeah, get in the kennel. Come on, come on. Okay, 3 out of 4 is not bad. I'm going to go ahead and put these guys in the big enclosure. Okay, now that I have a box of 3 foxes, let's go ahead and put them in the new place.
Wow, the channel sure has come a long way, hasn't it, guys? Where does your grandmother live?
Get out of here, Patrick. We're not playing your games today. Okay, ready? Here we go.
There you go, fellas. Come on out. Come on, get out of there. Come on, get out of there.
And this is where these little fellas will live until they're released. But you see, they have plenty of little places to get shade in. They have tons of things to climb on, plenty of enrichment. I'm gonna go grab the other one and then we can get them all in here together. Watch this, you guys. Instead of jumping in the kennel, he just jumps on top of it. But it's very clear that I haven't been socializing them and I've been doing a good job of being a good rehabber. Please don't take my license away, Texas Parks and Wildlife. Look how scared it is. Oh, finally. Oh, gotcha. But okay, here's the last one, you guys. I'm gonna reintroduce him to them. We did it, Reddit. Okay, we're gonna be filling up this little pool for them so they have a little pond to jump in from that diving board. That water sure is boiling. Okay, while I fill this water up, these guys should be fine to roam around and be cute. And this will be the cage we release them in, so I'm gonna keep this open so they can stay comfortable with it. I'm gonna try doing one water thing here, and if it doesn't make a huge mess whenever we have to drain it eventually, then I'll keep using this. But if it does make a huge mess when we have to drain it, I'll just start doing smaller water pools over there in the corner. That way I can just siphon it outside. And man, this shade cloth makes a huge difference in the temperature in here. Now Pickle Rick has a much more space to get away and be by herself if she needs to. But what a lovely privilege it is to be able to work with these animals and house them in a really adequate setup here on the farm. All right, let's go ahead and give them some rats. So my game plan is going to be to take this hose and then somehow have it coming in through the ceiling or the side. That way I can fill the water up without interacting with it. Because the goal is to minimize interactions as much as possible. One other thing I'll say before I get the rats is that this is the most space that these guys have ever had in their entire lives up to this point. Okay, head chef Big Ounce is here cooking up the meals for these foxes. What did you prepare for us today, sir? Yes, chef. Right away, chef. I'll put you right to bed. I'm also going to grab some shrimp to feed Gustavo because it's been a few days since he's last eaten. Also, we have pigeons again, you guys. Isn't this nasty? Multiple people gave me pigeons over the last few days, so I'm just bottle raising them again. So I'll thaw 2 of these frozen shrimp in my kitchen sink as well. Gee, I sure can't wait till this is my office. And not the place where I eat and sleep. Yes, sir, chef. Thank you, sir. Okay, this water level's just fine. I got their mice here. As you can see, these guys are already acquainting themselves with the little ramps. Okay, guys, just to make sure these guys are actually eating, to make sure they all get a fair amount of food, I am going to be giving them their food today only, just because I'm concerned about the run. So she will be getting her rat first. Hey, give me that rat. Okay, so she got her rat, and now she's going to eat. Look how he can just climb right up the side like that, you guys. But also, to make sure these guys don't eat any wood chips, I'm going to make sure I just leave their food on these platforms here. But look at this precious girl. Okay, well, that little one's guarding her rat all to herself. I divided up the other ones and put them in places where these guys would have to look for them. And that will teach them how to forage for their own food. They're gonna have to use their smell to find them. Take a look at this, Patrick. This is Gustavo. He's a large, dangerous Morlaix crocodile. If you guys are new to the channel, we rescued him from someone who was keeping him in their kitchen in Tupperware. For some reason, I can hand feed this little fella. There you go, Gustavo. There you go, buddy. See, now he's a lot better jumping at the food. He can almost catch it in his mouth nowadays. Look at my beautiful son. And now I put all this natural foliage in here for him to swim with. I put this in here 4 days ago and it's still very green. It's amazing. And he does look a lot more comfy in there now that I put the foliage in here.
We might just have to leave a like on this beautiful channel.
But man, he ate that shrimp like it was nothing. Come on, buddy. Ready for round 2? There we go. Come on. There you go. See, he ate it right out of my hand. Beautiful little fella. And the last one I break into 3s and I just leave that on his little platform. Goodbye, Gustavo. I sure do love this little creature. And apparently Patrick does too. This is our next big project and it's gonna be 12 feet high. That way we can legally have most raptors in here when I get my raptor permit. And I need to have this done before I can get my raptor permit, which is surprising. The inside of the house is getting done. We painted all the walls. I'm working on all the trim. And the trim on the windows. Big Ounce did that all by himself. Pigeon moment. And now all these enclosures are open for any other rescues that we get. These guys are all still here. And every 3 to 4 days I hose out this cappy tub, because if I don't, Gort and the mosquitoes will kill all of us. This is what the Texas summers look like here in midsummer, you guys. All the grass, except for the Bermuda, dies. But what's interesting is, take a look at this. Everywhere around the pond is still beautiful cardinal. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the sprinklers again and figure that out so we can get this place to look beautiful for the animals again. Well, I will be paying for a higher water bill. I'll have to pay for a lower food bill because all this grass is food for these animals. And the lilies are flowering now. Oh, Kevin is still evil and adorable. I hope you guys saw that. He attacked the camera. Kevin is still evil. Even after I feed him, he still tries to kill me. But I have to go in here to change their water bucket every now and then. Pretty soon I'm going to move all of these guys out so they can be over there where the geese are. And I'm rehoming this goat and maybe one of the PewDiePies. And I've gotten a lot of requests for Homelander feeding content, so here you go. Beautiful little man. You see how the food comes down his throat like a little bubble? That it's slowly making its way down. And I could stop it if I wanted to. But I love Homelander and I want him to get big and strong, so I won't move this food all the way back up his throat. This is how you can tell it's really dry here, you guys. Look at this huge crack that's right on the outside of the Bermuda. Disgusting. It's 105 degrees, so I'm going inside. We still have these enclosures ready for any other crocodilians that people might give us. Okay, pond is full. Goodbye. Oh, sweet wampum. Look at those folds. But that's it for now, though, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. Now that Big Ounce is done building this new house, I'm going to let him in here to play around with his new friend. Well, time to feed Big Ounce to these foxes. Just kidding, Big Ounce. I would never. That would be much too dangerous for them. But I will let him patrol around and inspect the workmanship. Big Ounce is our foreman, after all. He's the big boss, and he inspects just about everything. And the fact that these foxes aren't able to get him is a clear sign of great craftsmanship. What do you think, you guys? Okay, Big Ounce, you're cornered now. I'm gonna give you some food, buddy. This man will let me do whatever I want with him or take him wherever I want as long as I'm squishing his face like this. Okay, but now this is locked up so these guys can't get out or no one can get in. That's it for now though, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching this video and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Apple moment.